Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to continue our videos about the literary texts. Today I'm going to talk about this little guy here, Edgar Allan Poe. So first of all, a very short biography of this author. He was born on January 19th in 1809 in Boston, Massachusetts, the United States. He is considered the father of the horror stories. He is the genius of macabre. His stories are pioneers of the detective and police stories. He had a very tragic story. When he was little, his father abandoned the family, and when he was 2 years old, his mom died. So he was adopted by another family, and he didn't have a good relationship with his foster father. He started writing at 13 years old. He goes to the University of Virginia, but there he doesn't go on because he started gambling and he sees himself into debt, so he has to stop, to quit the university. After this, his father sent him to West Point for the military academy, but didn't work out for him either. After this period, his father marries another woman because his foster mother dies too. He gets devastated. He marries his 13-year-old cousin, but when she is about 20 years old, she also dies of tuberculosis. He is devastated again. And that's why it's impossible to separate his very tragic life from his stories. Okay, after this, he started working as a critic, a literary critic for magazines and newspapers, and he's considered a harsh critic by his peers. After this, he publishes a detective story that's considered pioneer in this area, called Murders in the Rue Morgue. In 1845, he publishes his very famous poem called The Raven. He died on October 17th, 1849, and his death is a mystery too. One day, in 1849, he is going to New York and simply disappeared. Nobody knows where he is, okay? 1 week later, he appears in Baltimore, but in a very mental confusion and very strange, doesn't remember things, like doesn't have memories. And at the end of this week, the same week when he comes back, he goes to the tavern and drinks a lot and starts having delirium, So he's not okay. People notice that he's not wearing his own clothes, and they took him to the hospital. There, some days after, he is delusioning, he's having delirium, and he dies. So this is just a very fast biography of this author, Edgar Allan Poe. Now I'm going to read the text, the poem, Lenore. E aproveitando, gente, se gostaram do vídeo até aqui, já deixa seu joinha, seu like, seu comentário, compartilhe o vídeo com seus amigos, se vocês gostaram, pessoas que queiram aí saber mais sobre o autor e também treinar um pouquinho do inglês. Se você não é inscrito, já pode se inscrever. Let's go? Let's read the poem, Lenore. Edgar Allan Poe, The Collected Stories and Poems. I love this book. Ah, broken is the golden bowl, the spirit flown forever. Let the bell toll, a saintly soul floats on the Stygian river. And Guinevere, hast thou no tear? Weep now or nevermore. See, on yon drin and rigid bier, low lies thy love, Lenore. Come, let the burial rite be read, the funeral song be sung, an anthem for the queenless dead that ever died so young, a dirge for her, the doubly dead, in that she died so young. Wretches, you loved her for her wealth and hated her for her pride, and when she fell in feeble health, you blessed her that she died. How shall the ritual then be read? The requiem how be sung? By you, by yours the evil eye, by yours the slanderous tongue, that did to death the innocence that died, and died so young. Pecavimus, but rave not thus, and let a Sabbath song go up to God so solemnly the dead may feel no wrong. The sweet Lenore hath gone before with hope that flew beside, leaving thee wild for the dear child that should have been thy bride. For her, the fair and debonair that now so lowly lies, the life upon her yellow hair, but not within her eyes. The life is still there upon her hair, the death upon her eyes. Avaunt! Tonight my heart is light, no dirge will I uprise, but waft the angel on her flight with a paean of old days. Let no bell toll, lest her sweet soul, amid its hallowed mirth, should catch the note as it doth float up from the damned earth, to friends above, from fiends below. The indignant ghost is riven from hell unto a high state far up within the heaven, from grief and groan to a golden throne beside the King of heaven. Edgar Allan Poe. I hope you like it. See you next video.